react to this, and thank you, Daniel. I'll try to build upon what Naomi and Dr. Anas and Ms. Kama already said. As we all know, like 1.5 is an average in our region. Daniel, is going to be way more, and consequences we mentioned from your side, Naomi, and for us, it's a fact. I mean, number one, towards Dr. Anas, there is a positive side of the coin is the population is very young in all our regions. That's our hope, for instance, in the Saudi context, but I think it's valid for many of the countries represented here. And that's what I mainly base my work on. The youth is extremely digital savvy. They read from a lot of sources in the vocabulary. They use a lot of concepts we actually hear. I take it's not maybe now in some books, etc., but while speaking exchanges on a regular basis, the concepts being used orally, at least, they are already future oriented, and it's very positive and constructive from what I can experience here in the region. And to go back to what you rightly mentioned, Daniel, hydrocarbons for combustion purposes that are detrimental. Indeed, that's where come with the switch from a hydrocarbon-based energy system to a decarbonized system, and that's a little bit valid all around the globe. And indeed, from a Gulf region's perspective, the steps being made are tremendous. Just before 2016, before the division, there was nearly no like a megawatt installed of renewables capacities, and now it's just massive what is being built in the kingdom, and that is exactly targeting what Daniel was referring to, away from that one single commodity, creating new revenue streams and building future-oriented industrial niches, complete new industrial channels for the future of the young generations we've been addressing now. It's all about clean tech, but generating also in-country value added, and that's a key element. And our countries, I think in general, have a lot of natural advantages, and it's time to tap into those natural resources today, because I would use you as a springboard. But I think I do it to everyone in that respect. The concept of sustainable returns, I'll just add an S, and I'll think simply of sustainable jobs, those jobs that are future oriented. I mentioned demographics is for me is everything, and I refer to what you said at the very beginning, and Anna, and thank you for this. The youth, like for them to have always on their radar what matters, and what matters are all topics we addressed today. With sustainability, this clean tech in general, and through clean tech, just to develop all those jobs that will not fall into oblivion in the coming years. The jobs that are there to remain, and through which we can strengthen communities all around our respective regions. I mean, IRENA, IEP, they do publish on a regular basis to what extent renewables in general. It's not just installing them, it is maintaining them, it is refurbishing, extending the grid itself to allow a higher penetration of green electrons into our households, into our industries. All of these on a yearly basis creates always more jobs. And those jobs are there just to remain in the future, because we all know the quantities we have to install are massive. And last point on this regarding all those plants, PV, CSP, wind that have to be installed is, of course, just to share good practices. We don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time, where not only geographic, but especially socio-economic commonalities are present to build upon each other good practices to simply win time. For me, it's all a question of efficiency, to better use that $1, because I cannot multiply that $1 I receive to finance my project. But if I can be more efficient, because I can learn from my neighbors, I'll do it. I'll go for it, because by being more efficient, I can then use the rest of my dollars for other meaningful projects, among others, renewables, and of course, energy efficiency. And I stop there.